So my guest today is Viktor Taushanov with All City Real Estate, otherwise known as Mr. Frisco. And he is here to give us a market update on what we can expect this summer going into the hot time in real estate. Is it going to be hot this summer? Not temperature
Uh,
wise. We know it's going to be hot.
it will be. It will be. It's already heating up. It's already heating up. I just had a listing with 10 offers on it, and things are just the prices are rising since January. So the DFW market is going up again.
So are we back to, there's going to be, you said 10 offers. So we're back to the space where it's multiple offers over asking price. How much?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I cannot disclose exactly this now for this specific stuff, but they go up like a 1 to 2, 3% over the asking price. Not all the properties, by the way. The market is not the same as it was, let's say, May last year.
Okay.
But if the sellers they upgrade and improve their property and update it, and it shows nice, it will go on multiple offers. It's just because there's no enough inventory. But
So,
there are houses that stay on the market. I mean, there are, but they're not updated. People don't like them. They don't want them.
gotcha. So last year compared to this year, how many days on market can people, what's the average?
Uh, well, let's say in April, the average was 16 days on the market. And the last year, April, was, let me check it, 6 days.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, last year was a little bit spicier for sure
A
so
little
far.
bit, 3 times. Yep.
And a lot of that is due to interest rates, correct? Like there's just not as many people out
Well,
there looking.
I'm not a big fan of narrative that interest rates driving the market. The market is driven by demand and supply in general and economy. Interest rates, they were 18% and 80s, and people were still buying houses. So the market is driven by demand supply in general.
Okay.
Interest rates, yeah, they can affect the market. I don't think that's crucial.
Where are the opportunities for buyers coming into DFW? Is it in the suburbs? Can you find stuff inside of Dallas?
Depends what they're looking for. Depends what they're looking for. What kind of lifestyle? If they're looking for an urban lifestyle, they should go in the areas that like uptown Dallas, Little Elm, close. But Frisco it have areas that you really can experience urban lifestyle too. But let's say suburbs depend on the suburb again. Uh, it depends what they're looking for.
Okay.
Frisco got very congested. If they would like more country lifestyle, they have to go a little bit go so further north. But yeah, it depends.
How further north are people having to go now? I saw an ad over the paper and it was like for the luxury Argyle horse lifestyle, but it was really nice homes out in Argyle, and Argyle used to be just so sleepy.
Oh yeah, and I got the prices rose pretty much, but I would say you have to go up to Whitesboro probably if you want to
Okay.
experience the country lifestyle. But even Pilot Point is building up very quick. It's very quick.
How
Sherman, you cannot recognize Sherman anymore.
interesting.
Yeah, it changed. Denison, there's all these areas because of investment, different, I think IT companies, TI, I think opened their plant and stuff. The landscape is changing there too.
What do you think the market's going to do in the next few years?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but but I don't expect don't get my words, and no, I don't have the crystal ball, but the next few years, I see the market going up. We're short on inventory in the FW area. A lot of people, there is another opinion that the affordability and probably some slowdown of economy may influence the market to go down and crush it. So if you listen to YouTube, there are different opinions. My opinion, I don't see a crash in the next few years, just because we have enough. First, there's not enough inventory. We cannot catch up on inventory. And the second one, people now the properties have a record high level of equity, the equity on a very high level. So I don't see tsunami of foreclosures or something that happened in 2008, but again, it might happen.
Why is the inventory so low?
It has been low for years. The builders, they don't build that quick. After 2008 meltdown, there is a shortage of contractors, and the builders cannot catch up on inventory. And that's it, on building. And we have been under building for already probably 15 years. That's why. And the
That,
COVID added to it.
right. It's so crazy. I mean, obviously, we're in the a related field, obviously selling insurance. We get people who once they found a house, then of course they come to us. But it seems like we've had so much growth in the DFW area, to hear that we're behind in building. Hold on, something happened. One second.
Hmm.
I lost
That's fine.
camera. Um,
All right.
okay,
You're good.
sorry.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
sorry. But anyway, it seems like there's been so much building. Like we keep going north, we keep going east. There's building, and to hear we're behind. It's not that I doubt you, but it feels ironic to me in some ways.
Well, it's not exactly because they are building. You look a lot of houses, a lot of construction going on. But let's say during COVID, the average before COVID, even 2009, 10, when I entered the business, and I entered the business 2007. But let's say 2008, 9, 10, a house it was built for 2, 3 months. During COVID time, you had to wait a year, sometimes
Mhm.
8 months to a year, your home to be built. So you see construction, but it's going slow. And it was because of all the shutdowns. A lot of vendors, they fell in bankruptcy. There was shortage of contractors and qualified workers. They couldn't move them around, and that's according to builders. Because I talked to a lot of builders, and that's why they cannot build. They cannot build quick. Now it's
So
getting a
when
little bit better.
so when people come to you and they ask for advice on, how to know when is it time to to sell my house, and will I be able to find a new house if I sell mine? What do you tell people?
Well, it probably it's gonna sound very generic, but it's always good time to sell and buy. It depends. My personal opinion is if you hold a house, if you're not a flipper investor, if you hold a house, even there is a crash and you hold it, the market is going to come back. You're going to be good. Yeah, there was a time when with the short inventory, it was difficult to buy, but there is always techniques, and real and good realtor always can guide you to find a good house even in that market. So it's good time always, but it's about your needs as well. A lot of people, they hold their houses now, their homes, because they refinance on a very low interest rate, and now if they want to downside, for example, they're just looking at the interest rate, how much they have to spend for a smaller house, and it doesn't make sense for them. And they say, okay, why have to pay that high for smaller house and almost the same payments, while I can still live in my house. It's bigger. When the kids come here, when the grandkids come here, I will be good. So yeah, there is um, but again, it's about the needs.
It's
Otherwise,
about the
it's
need.
always good time. Yeah.
So
If some people are waiting the interest rates to come back where they were, then I would advise them, don't wait. I
don't
don't
wait.
believe they're going to come back. Yes.
So before we go, I want you to talk to me about Mr. Frisco. How did you come up with this name? Was it from the get-go? You're like, this is what I'm going to be, or did you develop into this is where I live and work and sell most of my houses? You
Well,
can give us the backstory.
to be honest, it wasn't my idea. It was an idea of a marketing guy that I was working this time. His name is Ken Lusinger. Thanks to him. So he came up with that idea and said, "Hey, well, how about if you just start branding yourself Mr. Frisco?" And I was kind of hesitant in the beginning, but then said, "That sounds good." So, and we had a very great partnership with that marketing company. We split roles for different reasons, not bad reasons. I mean, but he did a lot for me, and that was his idea, and I embraced it, and now I just call it Mr. Frisco.
Mr. Frisco. So how can people find you?
Uh, they can Google me, Mr. Frisco. I'm gonna come
Okay.
up.
Okay.
They can just contact me on my phone 214-697-6797, or just email me at Victor Viktor. That's important. I'm Victor with a K. That's the right spell. That's right time to spell it. I'm kidding. But yes, Viktor, Victor at Globus, Globus, realtyusa.com. That's my email address, or just go to my website, mrfrisco.com.
Okay, that's easy enough, Mr. Frisco. And then thank you so much. You took time out of your schedule. You are traveling tomorrow to tell me again where you're going?
I'm going to my home country, Bulgaria. I'm traveling on Wednesday. So, but tomorrow is my network event, so I will be busy too before
Okay.
I leave. So,
Did I hear a story when you came here, you had how much money in your pocket?
$50.
$50 from Bulgaria.
Yep.
And now you're Mr. Frisco. So it's the American dream, right?
I
That's
agree.
awesome. Well, thank
I
you. Thank you
agree.
so much for taking time to talk with me again. Safe travels, and we'll catch in with you again in the fall and see how the summer went and what people can expect then.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All right.
Susan, for having me.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Have a good one.